Hey, Julio. Listen, I want to apologize again for the super short notice that you're working the night shift for this last week before the renovations. I had this week booked off several months in advance for my sister's wedding, and Damien just quit. At least I assume so. He doesn't answer his phone, and he hasn't written anything in to say he's leaving, so I guess he just kind of saved enough to quit? I don't know. But that left us with just you. Not ideal, but you are the only person qualified enough for the job out of everyone. Good thing is, you get a bit of extra pay. Before anything else, though, I gotta do the legal stuff. I'm sure you got all of this in person when you started during the day, but now you gotta get the night security version because there are some differences. Alright, I'll say we're good when you want to tune back in. Alright, let's see. Oh god, here we go. Welcome to Fredbear's Family Diner, where you are lucky enough to be a part of the most talented team of employees in showbiz pizza. Here you will make great connections with your community and serve the public alongside our star-studded cast of mascots that have warmed the public hearts for so long. Fredbear's Family Diner is owned under Fazbear Entertainment, and as such you are subject to all rules and regulations within the company's provided handbook, including but not limited to harassment in the workplace, discrimination against other employees, theft of company property, tampering with company property, and all other subsections outlined in the employee behavior section inside it. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for any damage to personal property or injuries to employees, including medically definable disabilities caused by equipment during or after work hours. Fazbear Entertainment is not liable to pay any personal or private insurance companies for any incident involving the serious injury or death of any person or persons on the premises of any location that would be theirs, and are furthermore not liable to pay or compensate any employee or guests who suffer any injury caused by equipment on the premises. Okay, that's over with. Alright, we're good. The night shift shouldn't really be any different to your usual day, except that the place is empty. Or it should be. That's your job, actually. Keep it empty. You should have a company-provided flashlight with you. Handy to have, but it chews through batteries quicker than Damien went through Bonnie Bites. If it runs out, you do work in a restaurant with some pretty high-tech stuff. There's bound to be some spare batteries lying around somewhere. Oh, speaking of batteries, the power does tend to be finicky, to say the least. So if there are any issues, like if the lights start flickering, just use the monitor at the back of the office to shut it all down, then switch it back on again. Alright, boss says it messes with the reserve power generator. Listen, I couldn't make this shift, but since I am halfway across the world for this wedding, I am awake and able to help you out. So just call me back if you need me. Alright? Thanks again, Julio. Good luck this week. Oh, and before I forget, there's a curtain in the party room on the west side of the main dining room. Make sure it stays closed at all times, alright? Boss's orders. Do you have any questions before I let you go? Hey, Julio, need something? Mr. Afton insists that curtain remains shut. I imagine to be written up for snooping. It's probably just some proprietary hardware he doesn't want people swiping, right? He is really serious about keeping that curtain shut. I've got no idea why. If it, for whatever reason, opens up, just keep him happy and close it, would you? It isn't open right now, is it? Mr. Afton is always trying to save every penny he can when it comes to business. One of the ways he does this is to disconnect the building from the grid at night and run the bare minimum off of reserve power. It does something where it holds some of the excess from the daytime, then runs on it till the morning when it kicks back on around 6. Reserve power shouldn't cut out either, in case you were wondering. Not unless you're being excessive with the powered systems there. Those doors are released and held shut magnetically, which can eat at the power. And if you're not patrolling, checking for intruders, using the cameras the whole time instead, that'll also use a bunch. As long as you do all that, you'll be good. If it runs out, you'll just be in a dark building. Well, darker. Not like something horrific's gonna happen if it does. Yeah, maybe. I know the doll you're talking about, though. He's a little singing teddy bear, basically. His head even moves. Last I asked the boss about it, he said it's a prototype for a new toy he wants to make. So we keep it in there for safety, away from any of the guests.